Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start our new chapter of biology, natural resources. And in the natural resources, today we will discuss biogeochemical cycles. You must know what is biogeochemical cycles. You know that the biosphere is consist of two parts. One is the biotic and other is the abiotic part. The biotic part is a living and the abiotic part is the non-living, like water, air, soil, non-living, and the biotic is plants and animals. And you know that there is a dynamic equilibrium between the biotic and abiotic part. Both are dependent on each other. The living organisms are dependent on the non-living for their survival. There are some nutrients, some material which are so much important for the life processes. That's why they are known as biogenic nutrients. The nutrients which are necessary for the survival of living and necessary for the formation of protoplasm, they are called the biogenic nutrient, and the main are carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. And you know that these nutrients are very important part of the various nutrients which are used by us, that is carbohydrate, proteins, etc. Now beta ji, what is the biogeochemical cycles? You know that these nutrient is taken by the plant for the formation of food, and by the plants it goes to one level, one trophic level to another trophic level, and then they come again to the atmosphere or the soil. So the cyclic flow of nutrient between non-living environment, soil, rock, air, water and living organism is termed as biogeochemical cycle. I am repeating, the cyclic flow of nutrients between non-living environment, that is soil, rock, air, water and living organism is termed as biogeochemical cycles. There are different biogeochemical cycle. Nitrogen cycle is there, we will study later on. Water cycle you have done already. Nitrogen cycle, water cycle, carbon cycle, and most important one is oxygen cycle. Today we are going to discuss the oxygen cycle. You know that oxygen is one of the most abundant constituent of the atmosphere. In our atmosphere there is 21% oxygen is present, and it may be present, you can see it is in atmosphere, it combines with the carbon to form carbon dioxide, and it is also present in the earth crust with the different metals and mineral and form the different type of oxides. You know that this oxygen is responsible for the formation of various oxides of silicon and other metal which is present in the earth crust. It also form carbonates, sulfate, etc. So you know that this oxygen is also one of the main constituent of carbohydrate and protein. Now we will see how the circulation of oxygen occurs between the biosphere. See here, this is the atmospheric oxygen. You know that in the atmosphere, I am discussing the cycle. In the atmosphere, there is 21% oxygen is present, and that oxygen is taken by the living organism for respiration. And during the respiration, oxygen is used, and the water and carbon dioxide is releases with the energy. This water and carbon dioxide is used by the plant by the process of photosynthesis. We know that in the photosynthesis, plant use carbon dioxide and water. In the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, they prepare the food in the form of organic molecule. What is this organic molecule? The organic molecule is glucose. They form the glucose. Again, this glucose is oxidized by the living, by the human. ये जो glucose है, by the respiration, it is broken down again into the simple carbon dioxide and water, and this circle goes on. And by the photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide is used, and again in the photosynthesis oxygen is releases, and this oxygen goes to the atmosphere. In this way the cycle goes on. From the atmosphere it started, and again by the different processes it goes to the atmosphere. You can see The atmospheric oxygen is used in three ways. It is used in respiration by the living organism. It is also used for the combustion. Different combustion processes, burning of fossil fuel and other various combustion occurs in the presence of oxygen only. It is also used for the formation of oxide of nitrogen. In the atmosphere, the nitrogen oxides are formed, acids are formed in the presence of oxygen. So the oxygen is used in three main processes: respiration, combustion and formation of oxides of nitrogen. And oxygen returned in the atmosphere by a single process, that is photosynthesis. During the photosynthesis, the oxygen is releases which goes into the atmosphere. So you can see, beta ji, that oxygen is very necessary for the all living beings and the various processes. But you also you must know that there are some bacteria, anaerobic bacteria, which does not work in the presence of oxygen. They work in the absence of oxygen only. So beta ji, this is the oxygen cycle. You have to draw the oxygen cycle and you have to write all the description of oxygen cycle in your notebook today. Okay beta ji, you have to write all the oxygen cycle and all description in your notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.